It's one of those mythological cars. It was only available in Japan. It was something that was unobtainable. So it was always the unicorn Honda car.
My infatuation with the EK9 started before I could even drive. It was always a car that was something I'd always loved to have but never could. We could play the car in Gran Turismo, like you could get the Spoon EK9 and use it. We'd all pick different colors and see who'd get the best times.
そのホンダレーシングスピリットの集大成がタイプ R コンセプト。エンブレムのディスカウントが多い中で
My friends and I would see on these videos that came from Japan, they were all in Japanese. We had no idea what they were saying. We just knew that they were taking this unobtainable Civic Type R and just launching it. And it was faster than, a more highly coveted, higher horsepower, all in all better cars, quite frankly. And the Civic was just eating them all up. It's something that I've always wanted to recreate in real life, what it would be like to drive that car that we were all lusting after 30 years plus ago that we could never get in the United States. My first Honda was a 98 Honda Prelude. At the time, everyone had Integras, but the Prelude had the H22. I knew I was going to turbocharge it. Growing up, my dad owned multiple body shops in the South Bay area. My dad was adamant that I could never work at or around the body shop. You are going to college, you're going to get an education, but while modifying my car, I'd go there in the weekends, and I became linked up with his best painter, who then showed me kind of some tips and tricks on how to detail, running a rotary, polish, what wax and sealant he was using. During all of this, literally every dollar I had to my name went into turbocharge this Honda Prelude, and so that's what I did. It was sponsored by Tanabe, full catalog kit of Tanabe. I had a replica Mugen body kit. It had Volk wheels, and it had a custom turbo kit, and all I wanted to do was drag race it. My best was a 13.3 at 108 on slicks. I blew up 2 to 3 transmissions. I blew up the motor, and I basically made the car so powerful that it couldn't handle it. I basically ruined the car, but at the sake of going fast, right? And at the time, all my friends and I cared about was going fast. Over many, many years, I started talking about getting a car from Japan. It just so happened that one day, my friend Jason is like, I found your car. Do you have the money ready to get it? I'm like, I'm not wiring someone all this money sight unseen. I need to be able to see it. And he's like, no, we're FaceTiming this guy from this car show. He's a Honda mechanic. He's never seen an EK9 this clean. Get it. I sent the money and then the car arrived. I knew this was gonna be something special. I had to make the Spoon car, unequivocally to make the Spoon car.
Spoon is a Honda tuning company founded in 1995 in Japan. They're one of the most premier Honda tuners, specializing in OEM plus. So it's not over the top, high horsepower, crazy stuff like that. It's OEM slightly elevated. So everything is very street friendly. Spoon USA is basically the US branch. We do a lot of racing, we build our own projects, we assist in R&D for the Japan side because those cars are slightly different in the US. Of course, we're the central location for all the customers in the US to purchase parts. The main theme of the brand when we build parts is to make the cars funner to drive, more exciting, more engaging, not necessarily faster. spoonism. This is a term that we've coined for the theme of most of our products. Thai has what we currently carry, plus everything else that we don't carry anymore that has been discontinued. We don't carry any used parts or discontinued parts, but we know collectors and other people who have parts for sale, and we'll try to connect them and try to help them find all these rare parts.
I basically got the full available catalog from Spoon as it is today. And then I've spent years trying to chase down the stuff that I couldn't find. And the most notable is the Spoon cluster. The Spoon cluster, I've kind of done the numbers with another Spoon fanatic, and we're estimating that there's really not many of these. I paid a price I'm not even comfortable paying back when I got it. And since then, the price has doubled. The cost of these clusters is astronomical, but honestly, it's a must-have piece to nail the Spoon build. Like, I had to have the cluster. It's one of my favorite parts. So once I amassed all these pieces, the car was then Spoon certified. Thank you to Tommy and Aaron for inviting me to get the certification.
It's kind of like a trophy at the end of a big project. When customers come to us and they ask for a full build, basically buy the entire catalog for a certain chassis or application, we will reward the customer. We have these plaques that we can put on the car, a badge of honor that guarantees that everything on the car is authentic. The reason why we have this program is because if you buy from us, it's guaranteed to be authentic. If you come to us with parts that you've procured from elsewhere, we have no idea where it comes from. So that's why we say the parts have to be purchased from us.
The Spoon certification just kind of shows that I've done it the right way and all the parts on my car are legit.
When Ty approached me and told me that he's getting this car, it was already a clean car. EK9 is a pretty sought-after JDM Honda. Initially, he got the whole Spoon treatment, and it's a certified Spoon car from cluster to rare pieces like the mirrors and the lip spoilers and the wheels. So I thought it was already complete. I told him, don't mess with it anymore. But I guess under the hood needed some work, and if the engine's gonna come out, might as well do more to it.
My goal was, I'm 16 years old. It's 1998. I want this car to be as new as I can get it or better than new if possible. And then from there, what would the 16-year-old me do with, 40-plus-year-old me's current financial situation? The theme of the build was to really do that. Like, if I could get this car and make it brand new, how would I modify it?
The level of performance upgrades really depends on the theme and the concept, and especially for this. I could easily slap on a turbocharger and make it twice as more horsepower, but he already had a few ideas already.
The engine is a 2-liter stroked crate engine from 4-piston, and it's a B series. I know with the budget that I spent on a B series, I could have made, 4 or 5x the horsepower with the K series, but I really feel strongly about staying with the B series. It is period correct. It's the engine, my friends and I all grew up on. Josh at 4-piston, appreciated what I was trying to do because he's similar age to me and he understands the nostalgia behind this build. Kenji's work, I've been lucky and blessed enough to see it firsthand. The level that he builds with the detail he builds is unbelievable. I truly think that he'll go down as a master in the class of JDM cars. I've seen him install engine, drive shaft, powertrain, wiring, all the plumbing on some of the most notable GTRs. I literally couldn't believe the attention to detail that he was doing.
We specialize in Japanese performance aftermarket auto parts. We've been here for almost 30 years, but in Japan, the brand is almost 50 years old. We were known for performance, and we had a lot of product offering for Hondas, Nissans, Toyotas. These days, it's more like restoration plus doing some modern touch to it. So people call it resto mod, OEM plus type of project where we'll take the heritage of the performance cars of 90s to the early 2000s and kind of putting in the modern touch to make it more fun and updated look, but still keeping the original feel for it.
One of Kenji's non-negotiables was that we're running Motec. It's an NAB series. Like, Motec is very, very overkill for an NA Honda. The budget for that was significant, but the end result is also significant. It runs really well. It starts first crank. The ITBs work perfect, and the car's usable and fun.
The whole engine package is done outside Grady, but we put everything together with him. Arranged with NCS Nauto to do the whole Motec system, fuel management, and then we did all the plumbing, the cooling system, fuel line, radium fuel pump system, and we put it together. We were able to tie in our quick release fitting. Yeah, kind of tie everything together. While the engine was out, we restored everything from brackets to bolts to, even the engine block and the transmission. We took apart the transmission, put the spoon LSD, put the clutch in, was able to pretty much go through the whole entire engine bay, similar to what he would do for his exterior to kind of match these brackets and bolts. Even this aluminum transmission case is corroded over the years. Even down to hood latch, this is all rusted, and we blasted it and got it zinc coated. Those are the little details that we do put in to make sure that everything you see is refreshed.
The thing that I've always thought was unique about Kenji was not only are these cars insane and the OCD level of details are insane, but they race them. Like, they'll take the garage active car to the track, they're drag racing it and like breaking stuff and putting it back together, and they're not building museum pieces or show cars. So I've always respected that. And then for my own car, the fact that they've retained that on a Honda Civic is just very special. And I mean, I can't thank him and his team at Grady enough for welcoming in a project like mine.
It's kind of rewarding to see all the time and effort to it, and then you sit back and you stare at it and it's like, this thing's beautiful, Yeah, I had a blast doing that.
It takes a specific kind of mindset and attention to detail to build cars, because these are old cars, and you're cleaning the engine bays, you're recoating every little bolt, you're making sure the car's perfect, and it translates to detailing, to be able to see all the imperfections, to have the attention to the small details. They kind of go hand in hand.
He's a very meticulous guy, very detailed, and pretty much call him OCD. That's what I love about him. With all our project cars that we build here in the garage, we go to him for all the detail needs to make sure, the car outside is good as what's under the hood.
My life has come full circle. I've made a great living in the corporate world for the past, however many years. I got my first 911, and I was shopping around, how much does it cost for a paint correction? And I'm getting these quotes. I'm like, man, I already know how to do this. So if the ceramic coatings have changed, that's fine. But if the actual labor behind it is still the same, I already know how to do that. Like, how good am I? I found that I still had it. And so that's kind of what has brought me to where I eventually left my corporate, safe, financially sound career to pursue my passion, which is high-end detailing.
As you might guess, the first step of this process is to get the E36 down to Coto Collection for Ty Hornbeck to work his magic. Of course, Ty is a GYEON brand ambassador, but he's also widely considered to be one of the best paint correction specialists here in Southern California. In fact, my E36 is probably one of the cheapest cars he's worked on in quite some time. He's more familiar with working on special pieces like a Bugatti EB110 just a few weeks ago.
This car actually came to me when I was thinking of doing for myself what I've been doing for all of my customers. Immaculate is a very loose term, right? Especially in the Honda scene. But this came in what I would call close to time capsule condition. So mostly original paint, 24,000 original mile, one owner, all service records, and it was stored inside, but it still had a ton of like swirls and some random weird spots on it. I chased close to perfection with it. It was a 3-step sanding job, 4-step correction thereafter, and then ceramic coated with the best coating on the market that I could find. I got this car to as good as I could possibly get it. Is it perfect? No, but it's as perfect as we can possibly get. So with that, some of my panels are extremely thin. I couldn't even correct it again, they're so thin. I've always had somewhat of an idea in the back of my mind to PPF the car. I really was holding out as long as I could, but with the release of GYEON's new PPF, it seemed like an amazing time to test it on a car I actually care a ton about, not a customer's yet, to really put it through its paces. Like, how does it install? And most importantly, what does it look like? The look has to be very consistent, very high quality, very clear, and low in texture. And that's exactly what I was looking for and have been very pleased with GYEON's PPF. Having PPF on the car, it's another tool in my detailing bag, and in this case, it is going to protect and preserve the originality and delicacy of all of the surfaces on this car, because honestly, some of this stuff you can't replace. I built this car for myself. I never really built it to show it. If it goes to a show, that would be great. But honestly, like, my plans are just to enjoy it with my friends, and I'm definitely gonna take it to the track. I'm definitely gonna take it in the canyons. I built this car to be driven.
Ty's one of those fanatical people that we all are in this generation. And just being in the Honda community, just being the car community in general, in Southern California, growing up, you dreamt to have a car like this. You reach a point in your lives where you work in your 30s, and then when you hit your 40s, you think, hey, you know, I have a little time, I have a few bucks in my pocket, and then you kind of go back and build your dream high school car.
I think the hardest thing about a build at this level where you're changing so much is to improve upon what was already good. Over modifying a car, I've ruined it. The Prelude, I improved the horsepower, and I pretty much ruined the car. I think that's what defines a successful build, is we've improved this car in every category, and it still retains what it was. I've been fortunate enough to have had some really cool cars, GT3 RS, Ferrari 458, stuff like that. But the Honda is my favorite car. I will take the Honda over the GT3 every single day. It's just so much, there's so much more to it. It's more fun. In my wildest dreams, I would have never imagined that a Civic like this would have such a impact on me.